Hi, this is Anil from Learning Lad Education and welcome back to What's the Output video series on C programming language. Now, just like the previous tutorials, you guys can pause this movie and then try to find out whether there are any errors in the program. And if you guys think there are no errors, then try to guess the output of the program. Once you guys have an answer, just click on the play button. I'm gonna run the program and explain the output. Alright, now I guess you guys have an answer for this program. I'm gonna build and run this. So it's gonna be build and run. And the answer, or the output of this program is first a blank line, and then we get ELLO, and then LLO, then LO, and then O. So now how the heck we're gonna get the output like this? So here in this program, if we look at the source code, we have a couple of integer variables I and n, and then we have this character array x, and in this character array x we have stored the string HELLO. So now the thing is, when you initialize the strings like this, at that time the string termination character will be added by the C compiler automatically. So here, if I have to draw an image of it, how this character array is gonna look like, then so now let's assume that this is the character array x. Now here in this character array x we have the characters HELLO, and then this string termination character will be added automatically by the C compiler to indicate that's the end of the string. And when we initialize these strings like this, like the way that we have done here, the string termination character will be added automatically. We don't need to specify that explicitly. Alright, now if we come back to this image, then all of you know that this x is a character array, and with the arrays the indexing is gonna start from 0. So the first character h will be at the index 0, second character e will be at the index 1, and l will be at the index 2, then another l will be at the index 3, then o will be at the index 4, and this string termination character, or this null character, will be at the index 5. Now in our program, then what we are doing is we are using this string length function to get the number of characters present in this string hello, which is stored in this character array x. This string length function is going to return the number of characters, as I said before, and it's not going to count the null character, or the string termination character, which is at the end. So it's going to return 5 here because this hello string contains 5 characters. So the string length function is going to return 5, and that 5 will be stored in this variable n. Now with this statement, what we are doing is we are altering the contents of this x array. We are storing the same value which is in the 5th index of this character array x in the 0th index. Here n will contain 5, and that's why we are storing the value which is in the 5th index of this array x in the 0th index. So here, after this statement, our x array is gonna look something like this. So here in the 0th index, instead of this h, there will be this string termination character null here. Now this 0th index as well as this 5th index are containing the same value, which is the string termination character. Now here, if we come to this for loop, we are trying to loop through all the elements of the array, and we are printing the string from certain positions. Here inside this printf function, if you guys can see, we have the %s format specifier, which is used for the strings, and then we are performing the pointer arithmetic here. For the first iteration, this I variable is going to contain 0, and then this n is containing 5, so 0 is less than 5. This condition satisfies, and that's why we can execute this printf statement. Here in this printf statement, we are trying to print the string, and here this I is containing 0, as I said before, so x plus 0, it will point to the beginning of the character array x, and that's why this printf statement will try to print the string from the beginning of the character array x, or from the 0th index. So it will try to print out the characters until it encounters a string terminating character. And here what happens is, in this character array x, the first element is the string termination character. So what printf thinks is, okay, there are nothing to print, and that's why it will not print anything, because the first element of this character array is containing the null character. And then we have this new line here, and because of that our output is going to be a blank line. I think I have closed my previous run, so let me build it again. So here you guys can see our first line is a blank line. So here our %s will not print anything, and because of this new line here, we're gonna move to the next line. So our first line is gonna be a blank line. Now for the second index, what happens is this I variable is gonna contain a value of 1. So 1 is less than 5. That condition satisfies, and that's why here what happens is x plus 1. Here the pointer arithmetic, so now this x plus 1 will point to this second element, which is at the index 1. So here what happens is our printf function tries to print the string from the second element of the character array x, or from the index 1, and it will try to print out the string until it encounters a null character. So here it will start from this e, or from this second element. So it's gonna print out e, l, l, wo, and then we have the string termination character, and it will stop that. So we're gonna get e, l, l, wo in the second line, and then we have this new line here, so a new line will be added. Now for the third iteration, I is gonna contain 2. So again this condition satisfies, 2 is less than 5, and here again pointer arithmetic. So x plus 2 will point to the third element of the character array. So this time our printf function tried to print the string from this position. So it's gonna print out l, l, wo, and then the string termination character is there, so it's gonna stop. And that's why we're gonna get this l, l, wo here, and then we have the new line here, and that's why a new line will be added. Now for the fourth iteration, this I variable is gonna contain a value of 3. At that time again this condition satisfies, and it's gonna be x plus 3. So what happens is now this x plus 3 is gonna point to this position. So our printf function will try to print the string from the fourth element of this character array, which will be at the index 3. So it's gonna print out l, wo, and then the string termination character is there, so it's gonna stop. And that's why we're gonna get l, wo here, and after that we have the new line, that's why another new line will be added. And now for the fifth iteration, our I variable is gonna contain a value of 4. So this time x plus 4 is gonna point to the fifth element of this character array x, so it's gonna point to here. So our printf function is gonna try to print the string until it encounters a null character from this position. So it's gonna print out wo, and then the null character is there, so it's gonna stop there. So here it's gonna print out wo, and then we have the new line, so again a new line will be added here. And then for the sixth iteration, this I variable is gonna contain a value of 5. Now this condition is gonna fail because 5 is not less than 5. 5 is equal to 5, so this condition is gonna fail, and our control is gonna come out of this for loop, and our program executes the other statements and finishes its execution. And that's why we're gonna get the output like this. So this is it guys for this tutorial. Hope you guys have learned something from this tutorial. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.